Wow, good afternoon. Thank you, Jamie and Natalie. Success is there to be determined and evaluated over time. But I'm glad it seems that way. It doesn't always feel that way, and that's part of what you'll find in life. And I want to thank you, the class of 2015 here at Lincoln School, for choosing me as your commencement speaker and to share this special day with you. It's a really fantastic honor to be part of a ceremony that for 131 years has ushered young women who have developed confidence, leadership, and the resilience necessary to find happiness and success in life. And as you well noted, it's a school where my own three daughters, Isabel, Cecilia, and Monica, who are joining us here today, are following in my footsteps. I'm sure I'll get a blow-by-blow analysis and review of this speech later on. But yeah, so definitely, thank you so much, and thank you for sharing lunch with me on those last few days of your senior experience here. One of the wonderful things about being in town is that I was able to do that and to have conversations. And parents, you've done a fantastic job. You have wonderful, wonderful daughters, and they are a tribute to your family's strength, resilience, and confidence that you've built in them. As well as the contributions that the school, the faculty, the administrators have contributed. So let me start by saying congratulations to each and every one of you. You should all be very proud of this accomplishment. This is an important moment in your lives as you complete one chapter and begin to prepare for another. Cherish it, soak in it, take lots of selfies. You know, I had a similar experience in commencement in that I was in a small independent school in Puerto Rico when I graduated, and it was a very close-knit community. Out of about 55 of us, 35 of us had been together since kindergarten. And so when I sat at my own commencement, I wondered, what's next? How will I adapt to this new environment, new friends, new challenges? What will I wear now that I don't have to wear a uniform every single day? That was actually quite comforting for many years. In my case, I would be moving to New Jersey to attend Princeton, and had a sense that my life was about to change in ways that I couldn't even imagine. Throughout my high school years, I loved learning. I ran cross country, I was involved in student government, I enjoyed going to dances and parties. But if you ask my friends, they would probably have described me as a bit of a nerd. As I prepared to go to college after 12 years in the same school, I have to admit that a part of me really welcomed that opportunity to reinvent myself in a new setting. Still, I was nervous and excited. One of the greatest influences in my life has been my own mother, whose name happens to also be Nellie. And she taught me at a very age to be confident, that I could accomplish anything I set out to do. And she taught me to dream big and to always think outside the box, similarly to what your parents have done and to what the school has nurtured. Now, let me make something clear. Being confident doesn't necessarily mean you'll have all the answers, and it won't cure that feeling of uncertainty. Confidence is a habit, not an attitude. The only way to build confidence is by trying new things. When you succeed at trying things, your confidence grows. When you fail after trying new things and learn from that failure, your confidence also grows. When you find out that the worst thing that can happen you can recover from, it helps you grow your confidence. And so developing confidence is about pushing yourselves beyond your comfort zone when your brain tells you that this might be a good course of action, but your heart gives you butterflies. Earlier this year, I was thrilled to see your production of The Sound of Music. It's one of my favorite movies as a kid and now as a mom. You did a great job with it. One of my favorite songs in that musical is Confidence. And no, Mr. Barnard, I am not singing it, lest I really embarrass myself. But 50 years after Rodgers and Hammerstein wrote the lyrics, its message remains as relevant as ever. And in that song, Maria wonders, I've always longed for adventure, to do the things I've never dared. And here I am facing adventure. Then why am I so scared? She ends with the song with resolution. And mind me, with each step, I am more certain everything will turn out fine. I have confidence the world can all be mine. They'll have to agree I have confidence in me. It's confidence that helped me find my way through college, graduate school, and a career into elected office. And it will help you too as you begin this new chapter of your life. Another valuable experience that you take away from your Lincoln years is your experience with leadership. Essentially, the ability to get others to embrace your vision and to help you accomplish a task or achieve a goal. Marilyn Hewson, the CEO of Lockheed Martin, said it best when she said, "Good leaders organize and align people around what the team needs to do. Great leaders motivate and inspire people with why they're doing it." As members of the Lincoln community, you have had the opportunity to grow in a nurturing environment that has exposed you to a diversity of viewpoints and experiences. You have had great mentors and developed strong relationships. Now you have the responsibility to leverage that experience and serve as mentors to others, to inspire and to lead. I got to Princeton on a flight from Newark, New Jersey, very jealous of everybody else who had driven there and was able to pack as much as they could into a car. My family was far away, back in Puerto Rico, and my high school friends were all in other colleges spread over the mainland and actually Puerto Rico as well. And so when I started my college career, I had to navigate and figure out what this new world was going to be over the next 4 years. You know, for example, growing up in Puerto Rico, when you're amongst a whole bunch of other Puerto Ricans, you never really think about what it means to be Hispanic or a minority student. So college was the first time I had to deal with that. It was also the first time that I was in classes where I was one of the very few girls in the classroom. In the mid-'80s, there weren't a lot of women signed up for international relations and public policy. So I had to navigate my way through that and realize that the world could use some improvements, including in the college that I had chosen. And after some time, decided that the curriculum didn't really reflect some of the interests that I had. So with a group of students, we put together a proposal and set up a conference on Puerto Rican studies, something that had never been done in a place like Princeton. And I did that by tapping into the strength of others and leading the way to get it done. And something that on the first glance seems like it can't be done is much more easily done when you're able to build that teamwork with others. So, each of you will undoubtedly face situations when you wonder, what should I do? Should I just go with the flow or take action, even when no one has done so before? Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to reaffirm your identity in a new environment. Don't be afraid to lead. Once you take the first steps, others will follow. Success will follow. When I decided to run for Secretary of State, I was motivated by one goal: make government work for all Rhode Islanders. And the Department of State is the state's central hub that connects, informs, and empowers Rhode Islanders. I knew deep inside that I could serve as a catalyst to engage and empower all Rhode Islanders. But first, I had to get elected. To say it wasn't easy would be an understatement. I was running against a candidate who had run once before, had the backing of nearly the entire political establishment, and was able to self-fund his campaign. Many people didn't think I had a chance of winning. In fact, that was the most common refrain after I won the primary. "Wow, congratulations. I didn't think you were going to win. I voted for you. I'm really glad, but I really didn't think you would win." What these people, I guess, didn't realize is how resilience plays a factor in success. I didn't run for office assuming I could lose or from a defensive position. I set out to win from the very beginning. And I put a plan together, assembled a team, and got to work. Part of that resilience comes from being on the cross-country team in high school. And I thought about those days many, many, many times during the campaign. Anyone who has run cross country understands that you're basically in competition with yourself. A runner's endurance, ability to focus, and resilience are all tested as you run your race. And it turned to be a great training ground for running for office. So I launched my campaign and got right to work. I knew that if I could get my message out and get enough people excited to vote for me, I could win. And so we did it. And I won the primary last September decisively and went on to win the general election. And I did become Rhode Island's first Latina elected Secretary of State and the first Hispanic in all of New England to be elected statewide. Now, this wasn't easy. In fact, it was the greatest challenge I have ever faced. And I have an incredible debt of gratitude to those who were around me, those friends, my daughters, my husband, who played like an incredibly important supportive role in my getting there. But I was resilient, and I never lost sight of my objective. And even though I was navigating uncharted waters most of the time, I got through it. As you begin this new chapter in your lives, you too will find yourself navigating in uncharted waters. You will be exposed to new people, environments, and experiences that will test your resilience. It won't be easy. Sometimes it won't be pretty. But you will get through it, and you will become a better person because of it. Charles Swindoll once wrote, "Life is 10% what happens to us, and 90% how we react to it." I know I speak from experience when I tell you that we can often be our worst enemies and create our own greatest obstacles. Treasure your time at Lincoln and know that you have been given a unique opportunity to grow and learn in a remarkable environment. As you go forth, give back to this place, to the community that nurtured during these very important years. Confidence, leadership, resilience. These three words encapsulate your experience here at Lincoln. They will serve you well. They represent the toolkit that each of you will take into the world as you prepare to find happiness and success. So enjoy today. Thank your parents and family, those friends that have been there for you. Know that you are ready to take on this next part of your life. Know that you will make Lincoln School, the Lincoln School community, and Rhode Island very proud. Congratulations, and feel free to knock on my door whenever you need. Thank you.